Worth Church was mentioned. In the Domesday Book, the Domesday Book is a historic 11th century survey of England commissioned by King William the Conqueror to detail land ownership, resources, and potential financial and military aid after the Norman conquest. It is a comprehensive public record, often called the Winchester Book at the time, and its name became synonymous with finality due to its legal authority. The term can also refer to the Book of Revelation in the Bible, which is a New Testament apocalyptic text, or to the 1992 science fiction novel by Connie Willis Historical Domesday. Book purpose: to assess the extent of landholdings and wealth in England for tax and administrative purposes, particularly after the Norman invasion content. It details land ownership, value, resources and livestock across the kingdom, providing a detailed snapshot of England in the late 11th century scale. The survey covers over 13,000 places and includes summaries of the findings in volumes known as Great Domesday and Little Domesday Legacy. It is one of the most valuable historical documents in England and was once used as a legal precedent for land title disputes. Biblical Domesday Book, Book of Revelation. In Christianity, the Domesday Book often refers to the Book of Revelation, the final book of the New Testament. Christian eschatology, it is the only apocalyptic book in the New Testament canon and describes events at the end of the world and the final judgment. The history of Worth Church, specifically St. Nicholas Church, is centred on its significant Saxon origins, believed to be between 950 and 1050 AD. It is a well-preserved example of Anglo-Saxon architecture, with 99% of the nave walls, arches and transepts being original Saxon work. Following the Norman conquest, William the Conqueror granted the church to William de Warenne, and it has since passed through several noble families. The church sustained a fire in 1986, which led to a major restoration, but it remains one of the oldest continuously used churches in England, Saxon origins age. The church is believed to have been built between 950 and 1050 AD structure. It is cruciform in shape with an apse and was constructed from coursed rubble, a common Anglo-Saxon building material architectural significance. The majority of the nave walls, 3 great internal arches, and the 2 transepts are original Saxon work. Founding. Some sources suggest King Edward the Confessor founded it, though the dating makes this debatable. Medieval and later history post-Norman conquest. After the Norman conquest, William the Conqueror gave the church to his son-in-law, William de Warenne family lineage. The de Warenne family held the church until the mid-14th century, after which it passed to the Fitzalan family, Earls of Arundel, and then to the Neville's bell history. The church has a long history of bell ringing, dating back to at least 1684. The tower was rebuilt in the 1870s, and the bells have been recast and restored over the years. Modern history 1986 fire. A fire in 1986 severely damaged the roof timbers and required extensive scaffolding. Restoration. The roof was redesigned, walls were strengthened, and new floors and pews were installed, with the restoration completed by 1988. Continuous use. St. Nicholas Church is considered one of the oldest churches. The Worthways' history is rooted in the 3 bridges to East Grinstead railway line, which opened in 1855 and closed in 1967. After the beaching cuts, the disused trackbed was converted into the multi-use Worthway path, with the new footpath officially opening on July 10, 1979. The path is now a popular route for walkers, cyclists and horse riders, and parts of the old line are designated as a Site of Nature Conservation Importance Railway era opened. The railway line between Three Bridges and East Grinstead opened on July 9, 1855. Stations. Initially, only Rowfont and Grange Road, Crawley Down stations were along the route expansion. The line was extended to Tunbridge Wells in 1866, with much of that section now part of Forest Way Country Park. Closure. The line was closed in 1967 as part of the Beeching Cuts Path Conversion acquisition. West Sussex County Council purchased much of the disused trackbed, which was left undeveloped after the closure, reopening. On July 10, 1979, the route was officially reopened as a public footpath and bridleway. Loss of sections. Some sections, like the site of Grange Road Station, were lost to development before the path conversion was complete. Modern-day current use. The Worthway is a popular multi-use trail for walkers, cyclists, and horse riders. Wildlife. The route is rich in wildlife and has been designated a Site of Nature Conservation Importance Connectivity. It is now part of a wider cycling and walking network, connecting to other routes such as the Forest Way Trail and National Cycle Network Route 21.